What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is ZachGamingDad25, and today we're gonna talk about how we got cheaters on King of the Court and we got scammers on Twitter, man. Let's get into it. But first, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna get into some of these YouTube comments because y'all been showing so much love on these videos. It's only right that I show love back to y'all. First, we got my boy Large Infant 2K says in the SpongeBob voice, "I'm not gonna sell KP to get Shaq." I love this comment because I love being called out on my BS. I love being called out on my hypocrisy because we all do it. I was starting to juice on my KP and I told myself, man, I'm not gonna sell this card. And then I did a pack opening video. I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna sell this card to get Shaq. Then I played Shaq and Shaq was so good. So I sold KP. You know, chalking up to the game, bro. Next, Fire in My Bones says, "That gaming dad trying to get community day. Just kidding, will be a W for you though. You're pretty balanced." So let me say this. If 2K watches my content and feels like I'd be a candidate for community day, I would 100% want to go. But to my viewers, I don't want you guys to ever think that I'm trying to, like, you know, be too positive on the game, because I think I like to stay pretty balanced. I call things out when they're bad. I give them credit where it's good. And this was one of my homeboys. He was trolling me with this comment, so I was not taking this as like a negative comment. But I'm not making this content to go to community day, but I 100% would love to go. I'm not gonna lie. What really drove up the auction house prices was making all the grindable mode rewards unsellable packs. If it was still sellable players from those packs, or at least a mixture of sellable and unsellable grinds, we'd have a lot more user-friendly auction house, but that was all part of 2K's plan to make money. So I think like you said, it should be a mixture. I think grindable packs should be sellable. If it's not a pack, I 100% think it should be unsellable, because if giving everybody the same card and making it sellable is not going to do anything to increase the market. Literally, if everybody has the card, that card is going to be dirt cheap. It's not going to do anything for the market at all. But if they make the pack sellable, then, you know, if you get lucky in a pack, then you're actually gonna be able to sell that card for some change. Whereas most people, as we know, are probably gonna pull gold or emerald cards. So I definitely see there should be a mixture there. If you'd like a chance to get your comment featured in tomorrow's video, be sure to leave a comment down below. Could be anything, could be a conversation starter, question for me, a comment about something we talked about today. Literally could be anything, and I always pick a few to talk about in the next video. All right, let's get in the community corner. We tackle some of the hot topics around Twitter and give our opinions on them. Normally, I like to go chronologically on these things, like kind of when they happen, because this is going to be a longer episode. But since this is going to be a longer episode, I'm going to go and start with what the thumbnail's about, because that's probably what you're here for. So we got somebody cheated in King of the Court, guys. And before anybody comes for me, pause. Whoa. I know the whole situation. So here's what happened. Primetime KG, he played the first 3 hours of King of the Court. Okay. And he was in 4th place, I believe it was. And then I don't know what the reasoning was. I don't know if he had to go somewhere. I don't know if he felt like he could win. I don't know what his reasoning was. But on stream, he logged out of his account and Crab logged into his account to play the last hour. And he ended up winning. So first, let me start by saying this stuff's happening every weekend. Let's be real. Not condoning it, but this guy just happened to be streaming it and got caught. Secondly, I 100% do not think it's okay. You know, granted, it's a video game, and that's what a lot of you guys are going to say. Well, it's a video game, but people really put the work in to be good at this game and to win this game, just to get it ripped away from them. People are giving Carlo crap for it because Carlo's, you know, really mad about it. Now let me start by saying Carlo does overreact to a lot of things. That's kind of his thing. This I do not think he's overreacting to. He's been trying to win King of the Court since the beginning of the year. And every week he's getting trolled. Every single week, people are telling him, you're just not good. You're just not good. You're playing current gen, blah, blah, blah. This was the week he was supposed to win. And they got ripped away from him. Is Carlo the best player, you know, in this world? No, I don't think so. He's pretty good. But he earned it this week and they got ripped away from him. Now, who knows if he's going to get one this year. No Carlo slander in the chat, please. Carlo, even though he's kind of crazy sometimes, he's a good guy. All right, no Carlo slander. So let me know what you guys think down below. how serious of a situation is this? He played the first 3 hours, let his friend play the last hour, and ended up winning. He was in 4th place when he passed the controller over, or when he switched accounts, and ended up in 1st. Let me know what you guys think down below. Next, my boy Dcentric says, another day asking my team to update the collector level rewards. Almost at 1,900 cards locked in, needs something. So first of all, I'm happy that Dcentric is being the voice of the community in a sense. He is one of the bigger streamers for my team, at least. So it's good to have someone that actually has a following to be doing this. And do I think they're gonna listen? I don't know at this point. He asked for that patch for the defensive settings. It took a long time, and it finally got done, but I don't know if it had anything to do with him. I don't know if they planned on doing anything for collector's level, because they released all the cards at the beginning of the year and made it clear that it was possible to get collector day 1 technically. I don't think they're gonna upgrade it. Do they need to? I definitely think they do, because there's so many cards in the game, guys. To stop us at 1,000 and for it to be just a Legends badge, at this point, 1 Legend badge isn't much at all. So it needs to be upgraded. All right, so C's referring to the lock-ins for the weekly packs on Fridays. There should be a lock-in if you get all the cards from the exchange at the end of the season. I think that'd be W. First of all, I like how they're picking the cards. They're picking some cards that are normally really good in 2K, like Gerald Green. I'm drawing blanks, but they're all names that have been good in 2K. I'm sorry that I'm drawing blanks off the top of my head, but I think it would be really cool for the community for this to be a lock-in, because these sets are really easy to complete. So if you're like, you know, just play the game and rip a few packs, not even necessarily VC packs. If you just do actually, you don't even gotta rip VC packs. If you just do the grinds for the deluxe packs, you can do these sets. So I think it would be really cool and really good for the community if there was a lock-in at the end of the season for it. My boy Hibachi said, just finished rewatching my team content from 2K20 all the way through 2K24. I don't care about gameplay. I'm talking strictly content. 2K23 was by far the most miserable experience besides the KG spotlights in season 7. The whole game was copy and paste, trophy case to copy and paste, VC only. So I've kind of been saying this on Twitter the past couple days, that people are finally starting to romanticize 2K23. I love 2K23. I really like the gameplay. I personally really like the trophy case. But we need to go back. I should have screenshotted some tweets from 2K23. And remember, people were miserable about 2K23. All it was complaints about how every season revolved around strictly trophy case. And all the way through like season 3 or season 4, all the game mode rewards were trophy case pieces. And then when we did get to start to get new content, it was RNG. Like Mike Bannum and Billy Knight, people were miserable. Jazz played over 1,000 games and did not pull those cards, or one of them. I love 2K23, but the majority did not. So I think it's so funny seeing people talk about how great 2K23 was just because it was before 2K24. And I personally think 2K24 content-wise better than 2K23. It's just sucked that they did the thing with the player market where you couldn't buy all the cards. But as far as content goes, 2K24 is better than 2K23 and 2K25, to be honest with you. I just, 2K25 I like better because you actually have the auction house, which is a W. But, and I'm not gonna lie, the festivals are really good too. Maybe it's close. Okay, maybe it's close. But 2K23 was not it. And I think we need to start talking. We need to have this conversation. Next, we're gonna talk about the triple threat grind. Last week sucked. This week was a big W. Zach LaVine is one of the top point guards in the game. Obviously, he's not Michael Jordan. He's not Shea. He's not Gary Payton. It's probably not better than Magic. But I think in that 5 spot, you can kind of share it between like Opal Cade, Opal Zach, and there's a few other cards. So getting a top 5 in his position is a big W. And I think it helps a lot of people's teams. And it was sweaty, man. But I'm happy to see a lot of people got this card, and we're happy to add this Zach LaVine to their squad. Yes, a lot of people are saying it was a copy and paste of the pink diamond, which what we were saying when it came out in packs. But the pink diamond is really good too. So, still a W. All right, guys, Lethal trolled the whole community, but I'm using it as a learning experience for y'all. He said, do this fast. Post your gold cards on the auction house for 35,650 bid and 99,950 buy now. Bots are buying. So first of all, I knew this was a troll from the jump. So he was trolling big time. But secondly, if you guys do ever see a post like this, don't do it, because the worst case is you get banned. If you know you do sell your MT and people buy it, the bots aren't going to know that you just happen to see some other people posting it and posted it. They're going to think you're buying MT and they're going to ban you. So please don't do this to yourself. If you see a post like this, just ignore it. But then he followed it up, making it his own little moment of the day. He says, crazy thing about this tweet is it was true in 2K22. Who remembers when bots were buying Kobe's for 100K and you could pretty much get one every 10 minutes from the triple threat vault? It was a good troll, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm always down for a moment of the day. It was funny looking up all the gold cards on the auction. I was seeing how many people he actually got to post it. It was pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. All right, lastly, my boy Hibachi got his Levine streak, but he played with his Gilbert Arenas. He said he enjoyed playing with him, so I figured I'd give him an upgrade. Nobody's gonna have a better Arenas than me. He added 9 legend badges on this Gilbert Arenas, which is a big W, because I'm all in favor of, if you like a card, you should definitely play with that card. And he's the biggest Gilbert Arenas fan, so I'm happy to see my boy having fun, man. Big W. All right, there's a scammer going around on Twitter, guys. His name is Selfmade Zakay. Before I get started talking about this, please, if you can, either share this video or my tweet that I posted on Twitter, because here's the thing, I wanted to make a separate video about this, but people are weird, okay? I was gonna make a whole separate video with like a separate thumbnail and the title geared towards talking about this, but I didn't want people to, like, you know, talk shit saying I'm trying to monetize off of other people be getting scammed, and, you know, about other people, you know, losing their money, me trying to gain money off of their loss, you feel me? So I didn't want to do that and, you know, and feel like I was screwing people over. So with that being said, if you know anybody in the 2K community, please either share this video or my tweet so they can be aware to avoid this guy. So these messages are from the Real Goat Shot on Twitter. So essentially, first he messaged the guy and the guy gave him his prices, you know, nothing crazy. Then here's what the hiccup is. He sent him $75 and then the guy says he didn't get it. He has to follow some other step to confirm it or something like that. And he said he didn't receive anything. He says, I didn't receive anything. Please follow the instructions. You have to confirm the pending $75 so it can get into my account. And then once I get the money, I'll send you the code. So at this point, it seems like a miscommunication, possibly. You know, I wasn't ready to call the guy a scammer yet. And he says, long as I'm not sending you $150, because that first $75 came out of my bank. He says, no, nothing's getting charged again. The same way you sent the 75 the first time, you said to confirm it with the confirmation. Also, can you shout me out after 100%? If you do, I'll give you an extra 450k VC. And then he says, yes, confirm it so I can receive the $75 into my balance. Hurry up, bro, so I can send these Xbox codes and receive my vouch after. You're wasting my time messaging me, or can you send it on Apple Pay? And then here's a screenshot of him sending the money. Obviously, I blocked out the phone number so you guys can't see it, but he sent the money. It was received. The guy sent the request and he sent the money. And to make a long story short, he didn't get anything, man. So at first I was like, you know what? I don't want to fully call him a scammer. You know, it looks bad, but you never know. Maybe there's different circumstances, but then I found out it was a setup the whole time. So these messages are with the Real Laker Fan on Twitter. He said, the guy says, thanks for the follow. How can I assist you? He says, no, I'm good. Not trying to spend money on VC unless you're going to give me some in return for a vouch. He says, yes, you can do me a favor and post something for me, like a legit vouch post, but I'm going to send you what you need to post instead. So I saw this post. The guy posted something about like, oh, shouts out to this guy. He gave me WWE for $60 right in time for my brother's birthday, right? I saw this post before I was made aware that the guy was scamming. So he says, how much VC can I get? He says 450K. And then the guy says, I'm a paraphrase because I'm not going to cuss too much. He says, shut your broke self up. Nobody's paying you for a vouch. You bring in 0 interactions on that vouch post. All them interactions are because of me. And you want me to give you 450K VC that costs $100 for free? You can't even bring me no customers. I told your weird self what to text that guy. You acted like you ain't want to do it. So SMD, don't come in my DMs demanding something if you couldn't even follow simple instructions so I can get his money. So it says it right there, guys. He says, I told you to message the guy and you didn't want to message them for me. So pretty much it was all a setup the whole time. And Laker Fan, reasonably so, was hesitant to do it. And he says it right there, so I can get his money. So I don't know, it's pretty clear as day if you ask me. Real quick request from you guys, please, please, please do not leave negative comments about the victims. Don't victim blame. Yes, I think we should all know not to buy VC from people on Twitter, whether they got vouchers or whatever. Normally if it's too good to be true, it normally is, but let's not victim blame, okay? Let's not say negative things about these people. Let's just, you know, shine light on who the scammer is. I also did have a run-in with this guy, and I kind of feel somewhat responsible for this. I had someone else tell me this guy was selling VC, so I inquired myself. I messaged the guy in pretty much, I'm not gonna say a sting operation, but I was gonna get more details and talk about it in my video about, you know, what he's selling, how much he's selling it for, how he does it, how he gets the codes. But after I actually messaged the guy, I kind of realized like I don't want to be a snitch. If he was doing it legit, I didn't want to be a snitch, you know, so I scrapped that. You know, I didn't say anything in the video because I didn't want to snitch somebody out. But he was actually really rude to me too. It was actually crazy when I told him, like, the way I told him was like, I don't get paid till like Friday or whatever. I just want to know how the process works. He was like pretty rude about saying I wasted his time and get out his DMs and stuff like that. So the guy's a scumbag. He's a scammer. He's an a-hole. So everybody go to Twitter and flame him, please. All right, let's get into moments of the day where we cover some moments of the NBA history from today's date so I can give y'all some ball knowledge. Pause. We got some really good ones today, guys. We got some really good ones. First, in 1963, Wilt Chamberlain scored 70 points, his first one of 6 70-plus point games in his career. Next, I normally don't do longevity stats, but Charles Barkley and Kevin Willis, teammates, both played their 1,000th game. I think it's pretty cool that it happened in the same game. 1999, the Clippers lost their 17th straight game to begin the lockout-shortened season, tying the NBA record for losses at the start of a season. 2002, John Stockton became the first player to get 15,000 assists in the career. Well, only player. In 2004, Rip Hamilton wore his trademark mask for the first time. All right, that's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. I appreciate the ongoing support you guys have been showing. Be sure to leave a comment down below for a chance to get featured in tomorrow's video. Be sure not to get scammed, guys. If you want to be above and beyond, go message that guy, tell him he's a scumbag on Twitter. As always, y'all be safe. Peace.